Welcome everybody to the American Civil War hardcore submod for Napoleon Total War. This is the Battle of Champion Hill, which was historically fought on May 16th, 1863, and it was the decisive battle of the Vicksburg campaign. This was the battle that really sealed the fate of Vicksburg, and it forced the Confederates into a siege that they could not possibly win. The Union was able to win a victory here under Ulysses S. Grant against John C. Pemberton. About 2,500 casualties on the Union side, about 4,000 on the Confederate side. About 32,000 men took the field for the Union that day, and about 10,000 less than that for the Confederates. So we're going to take on the role of Grant and see if we can repeat his success or do even better. I don't expect we'll do better, but I obviously cannot see all of the Confederate troops that are in the field. So I want to be careful in advancing until I can get a better idea of what we're facing. But let me go ahead up and just kind of get a sense of all my troops. It's been a while since I've played on Napoleon Total War. But I want to start advancing, starting with my troops in the rear first, so I can have them close to support this attack. And then I want to bring my guns up and make sure that I've got them in a good position to be able to support the attack as well. So we're going to start with that. And once I get everything into place and commence the attack, then we'll come on back. Now, what's particularly cool about this for me is that right here is the 20th Ohio Volunteer Infantry. My great-great-great-great-grandfather, Sam Hughes, was a corporal in the 20th Ohio. That was in Logan's division under General McPherson. And I'm pretty excited to be able to take them into combat. Thankfully, his daughter, my great-great-great-grandmother, was already born long before this. In fact, she was a nurse during the Civil War. She was actually in her 30s by this point. So imagine a man fighting in the infantry, marching all across Mississippi and Tennessee, and then eventually into Georgia. The man was in his mid-50s by this point, had a whole family at home, his adult children and several grandchildren by this point. But he fought all the way from Fort Donelson to Atlanta. So I'm excited to be able to take his unit into combat. We're going to continue getting my artillery up and into position and to get them to start firing on this Confederate center. We also have a flank attack right here coming. So we've got him on two sides right now, and we'll want to try and coordinate these attacks as best I can. All right, so we're going to get our first artillery pieces into position here.
Your men have been routed, sir.
Who's being routed? I haven't even done anything yet. It's very strange when that happens, and I'm not sure why. It seems to only happen with the artillery, though.
Orders.
At least we've got this other battery. Oh, it looks like they took a hit. He must have started firing, and the very first shot must have routed me. All right, so we're getting the last of our artillery into position. We're going to get them opening up. We'll let them fire a few rounds. And once they've done that, then we'll start advancing the infantry. I love the smoke. I love the recoil that you see on these guns, which is much more historical than what you see in films, because usually in films, the reenactors, they're using a much lower powder charge, and so you don't see the recoil. These guns shot back several feet when they fired, and they've done that pretty well. I mean, they haven't done the part where he's completely missing the cannon here, but we'll forgive that. I want to see these guns fire. Taking quite a while to clean them out. Starting to wonder if he's ever going to be done with that part. There we go. Nice. Alright, so it looks like we're having some effect with our guns. We've driven off one of his batteries. I think we have some more guns that we can get moved up.
Battery reporting.
I want to make sure all my artillery's in on this action before we start advancing. There's General Grant. We're going to keep him in the woods for now. Keep him protected from danger. And then I think we'll go ahead and start advancing. So I want to get all of these units here right along this position. And then I'm going to advance this whole part of the line. This whole right side of my line at once. It looks like we've actually got some troops way back here. Some reinforcements that I haven't moved yet. Now, historically, this was a two-corps attack. You had McClernand's corps over on the left and McPherson's corps on the right, with General Sherman's corps bringing up the rear during this fight. Those were the three main corps that Grant had in his army during this campaign, which was a brilliant campaign. I think probably Grant's best of the war, although there were certainly some hiccups along the way. All right, we're driving off his guns. That's what I like to see. Let's go ahead and take a look over at our other side. We're pretty well protected in the woods here. I want to make sure these guns are firing. These look like they're rifled artillery here. They are not firing at the moment. We might need to get them spread out and get them in a little better position. I don't know. Oh, I can't control them. There must be a glitch there or something. Okay. I think we're just about ready to launch the attack. Just waiting for the last of these men to get into position. This is part of McPherson's 17th Corps over on the right. We still have some guns hanging out in the rear back here. There's really no good spot to put them is the problem. Except to put them out here in the open. But I think we're ready to go here. So let's go ahead and start pushing the 32nd Ohio, the 81st Illinois, and the 8th Illinois into these woods where I expect there's probably some Confederate troops that we can't see. And then we're going to push these 6 brigades forward as well. Driving off his infantry too? Well, that's good news. He's only lost 8 men, but that was enough to cause him to pull back. Interesting. So let's go ahead and watch this advance and see if we run into any Confederate resistance.
Reporting, General.
I love just looking at the troops as they advance. I think we're making some contact here. Yeah, he has advanced into the woods on me with his guns. Oh, these are the guns that we're pulling back, but he does have some infantry headed this way under the 39th Georgia. That's Carter Stevenson's men, his division, which kind of held the crest of the hill at Champion Hill.
Waiting for orders, sir.
So we're going to go ahead and advance a couple of regiments over here. The 69th Indiana, 7th Kentucky. We'll put them up here in these woods. Not seeing anything in the woods here so far. So if we can go ahead and successfully occupy at least the beginning stages of these woods, I think we'll go ahead now and advance all of these units here. Up toward, this is actually Champion Hill right here. Alright, we're about to get into a firefight right here in the woods. He just opened up on me. We lost 2 men in the first volley. Not too bad. Time to return fire, boys. Let's give it to him. Yeah, that's what I thought. They were already in kind of poor shape. We've still only lost 2 men in the 7th Kentucky. Alright, we did run into a fight in the woods. I kind of expected there were men in there. Let's see how the 20th Illinois is doing. I don't really see the enemy. Okay, they're back here. Alright, anytime you guys want to stop reloading and actually fire, that'd be awesome. There we go. Alright, we gotta be careful here because I think we might be causing some friendly fire. Why are these guys breaking 31st Illinois? What happened? They lost 34 men. I'm not sure why. 78th Ohio here. Alright, I want to shift everybody here over. 68th Ohio's in bad shape too. There they go. I should have sent a general up there with them. We do have reinforcements on the way. Here's Marcellus Crocker. Inspire. Guess I should have waited until I was in range to do that. Alright. Our attack on this side's coming up. No, who now? Jeez. These guys rout way too easily. Alright, 78th. Do me proud. 45th Illinois. Let's get them in the line right here. And I'm actually going to bring the 24th Indiana over right here. Oh, this is going to be point blank range right here. Get a volley on these guys. Oh, now who did I lose? I'm losing my whole right flank right now. We lit up the 31st Alabama, though. Who's left over here? 68th Ohio. Let's get them back up here. That's the Cherokee, Georgia battery. Let's drive them off if we haven't already. All right.
Wait for orders, sir.
Whoa, what's going on here? 7th Kentucky is advancing. You know why? Because I gave them an attack order on that one unit. I clicked on it, and so now they're pursuing them, and that is a bad thing. So now we're going to have to advance to help them out. But the good news is I think we're ready for that. So let's advance. Oh, we haven't even unlimbered these guns yet. Let's do that. Alright, I think we're much steadier now on this flank. 8th Illinois is doing well. Can't really see the enemy too well. We can see the muzzle flashes over here. Is that the end of my line? Yeah, it is. Let's kind of bring it up right here a little bit so we can see better. We still got plenty of troops that I haven't sent in yet. This is the 30th Alabama of Carter Stevenson's brigade. Just as I clicked on the 24th Indiana, they fell back. Oh, the poor 7th Kentucky. Come on, boys. There's just too many of them. The 1st Missouri. There they go, they're dropping back. That was my own fault for putting them where I did. Now the 41st Georgia is running into the one part of my line here. Alright, let's engage in melee. If you want it, you got it. Pretty even numbers here, I think. Now they've got 186 to my 139. But I've got plenty more where that came from. We'll send a 2nd regiment in there to help them. The rest of these guys are just going to shoot it out if he gets close enough. Alright, I think we've pretty well thrown them back in the woods over here. So let's take what's left of this line and advance it forward. And again, we've still got plenty of reinforcements. In fact, we're going to send another division or so forward. Let's see what's happening here.
Waiting for orders, sir. Waiting for orders, sir.
That's what I thought. Get a shot off before they're out of range, boys. Alright, let's advance this whole part of the line forward.
Waiting for orders, sir.
I should have expected a mess on McPherson's line. This was one of McPherson's last battle, or not McPherson, McClernand. This was one of McClernand's last fights before he was removed from command. Did everything he could to undermine Grant at every chance. Alright, this is going to get ugly here. What a mess. Oh, man. This is right at the center of the line right now. These guys are getting torn up. 56 Ohio. So are the 69th Indiana. Good news is we've still got plenty of men. We don't really have that big of an advantage in manpower in this fight. It might seem that way, but I think I'm just not seeing a lot of his troops yet. I think they're probably back here further. Because when I checked it out, I think I had maybe 1,000 man advantage. Alright, 24th Indiana, 24th Iowa. Oh wow, these guys are actually in a bad situation here. I advanced a little too far. And what about these guys? What's the 45th Illinois doing all the way back there? Let's get them back. Got another whole line right here that we can advance.
The unit has grown weary, sir.
Yeah, I imagine several units have grown weary. Start moving some of these units forward. More fresh troops coming in here. Alright, let's see if we can deal with the 57th Georgia. We'll watch the Confederates' perspective for a second before they withdraw. There they go. Things are showing as fairly even at the moment. Alright, we're trying to pull these guys back best I can. Got a pretty solid line right here. 9th Arkansas, 206 men there. 208 men of the 34th Indiana. Alright, let's go back here because we've got some fresh troops available to us.
Your men have been routed, sir.
Oh, who got routed now? Oh, the 47th Indiana. That's okay.
Morning, General.
I'm going to build a line right here. We're going to start pouring it into these guys. We should be able to drive off the 36th Georgia. Nope, this way. There we go.
Morning, General.
There they go. There they go. There's another unit over here, 57th Georgia.
Morning, General.
24th Indiana reformed even though they've lost almost a third of their men. We'll send a couple of units over this way to deal with them. The rest of these will advance forward. Try to connect with the line here. Despite the confusion, it's actually going pretty well. He says as another unit breaks 34th Indiana. See on the map all the white units, those are all the Confederate units they're currently routing. But again, with Fog of War, I can't see everybody. I can only see certain units. Okay, let's bring these guys up right next to them. We're trying to deal with the last of the Confederates over here from Stevenson's. And I'll go ahead and bring up 3 more regiments from my reserve. Just in case those guys reform. I don't want to take McPherson too close to the fight. We could send General Logan up, though. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of leapfrogging these lines, one after the other. Still looks like the heaviest fighting that's going on is in my center.
Wait for orders, sir.
Trying to kind of reforge these lines. Yeah, I don't think he's got much of a defense left. Let's watch these brave boys from Georgia. Nah, they didn't. I called them brave right as they retreated. That was timely. Who's this back here? That's General Loring. Alright. Pretty well taken most of what we need to. There's a couple of objectives we still need to move on. I've got some units back here. Let's go ahead and try to move around on our extreme left. He may have some troops down there that I haven't seen yet. Got a unit here that's still fighting 6th Missouri.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
See how much I've got coming at him. He's not going to last long. They're just about in position, which means they're going to start opening up on his left. These guys are going to melt away in a minute. Yep, there they go. So I've taken all but 2 of the objectives on the map. We've got to start straightening this line out. Let's start pushing into these woods now. And then we'll see what happens from there, but I think this one's pretty much over. A lot of his units just broke, but they took a lot of casualties in breaking. He's not done yet over here. Who's this? Oh, that's General Pemberton. Well, that seems less than wise there, buddy. Now, Pemberton's from Pennsylvania. He's one of those rare Yankees fighting for the South. Launch a melee attack on the general. Guess he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. We'll give him his wish. Somebody take that guy down. There he goes. We killed Carter Stevenson. We killed General Pemberton. I think that'll pretty well do it. So if you have a particular battle you'd like to see me fight on this mod, I'll certainly try to indulge you. Let me know in the comments section below. If you haven't already, check out my other channel. It's where I'm migrating all of my videos from historic sites and battlefields and things like that. It's called Vlogging Through History. Would love it if you would subscribe and start watching some of those videos and hitting like on those and commenting as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.